Welcome to the Great Garden Channel. Dear friends, when an orchid has faded, do not rush to cut off the flower stem. Today I will share with you another method of propagating orchids from flower stems to create many healthy seedlings right at home. This method is very simple and easy if you watch my video tutorial carefully. Besides American English, I have also added subtitles in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, and Korean to help you better understand the video in your desired language. Click on the gear icon in the upper right corner of the screen and select your language. Don't hesitate to ask questions below the video. If you have any questions, and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect from all over the world. Now let's get started. This orchid has just finished blooming. The advice is that we should cut these wilted flower branches as soon as possible. The nutrition will return to focus on nurturing the plant. Avoid exhausting the orchid by nurturing flowers for a long time. The best time to propagate orchids is when the petals start to fade. At the locations of these nodes, the seedlings will be caked or flower buds will develop. Depending on how you care for them, the flowered nodes cannot be used for propagation. So I will cut this part off. I will cut the flower stem at this location to start the propagation process. If we keep the flower stem, the leaves will turn yellow and wrinkled, then wither and die. Each flower stem will have 2 to 3 dormant eye positions like this that can create plantlets, Keiki. Next, I use a razor blade to cut the base of the flower stem diagonally so that the orchid stem is not crushed. This diagonal cut increases the surface area, allowing it to absorb water better when propagating by cuttings. Next, I use a razor blade to cut the base of the flower stem diagonally so that the orchid stem is not crushed. This diagonal cut increases the surface area, allowing it to absorb water better when propagating by cuttings. If we keep the flower stem, the leaves will turn yellow and wrinkled, then wither and die. Each flower stem will have 2 to 3 dormant eye positions like this that can create plantlets, Keiki. Use tree pruning sealer to help the cut heal quickly and avoid rotting. You can buy at your local garden store or buy online at the link below. A lot of people ask me how to get a dead flower to bloom again. I will tell you that you need to repot it. If you keep this moss-growing medium, the orchid is very difficult to care for. Remove all this moss because it accumulates a lot of water, and excess fertilizer causes the roots to rot. Cut off all the damaged roots. Don't throw away this moss, it's still good. We will clean it and reuse it later. Each dormant bud is a potential bud. Use a very sharp knife to cut each dormant bud separately and gently peel off the thin outer layer to wake up the bud to germinate faster. Be careful not to damage the bud. If you haven't subscribed yet, Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any orchid care tips that I share. Let me know in the comments where you are watching this video. It's great that we can connect from all over the world. Next, use garlic to stimulate budding. Cut a fresh garlic clove in half. Rub it gently on the dormant bud. Garlic contains allicin, a very strong antibacterial and growth stimulant, helping the dormant bud to sprout early. Then, chop the remaining garlic and mix with 1 liter of warm water. I use more rice. Add 3 tablespoons of rice to 1 liter of warm water. Wait about 15 to 20 minutes for the nutrients from the rice and garlic to dissolve into the water. Strain out the residue. Mix the remaining garlic water with the rice water to create a natural fertilizer, helping orchids grow healthy and quickly grow new roots. You will be surprised to know that with just 2 familiar ingredients in the kitchen, garlic and rice, you can create a magic water that helps orchids resist bacteria and fungi. Use garlic water to soak the dormant bud for about 15 minutes. Helps kill bacteria, nourish the buds before placing them in the nursery. Apply a thin layer of tree pruning sealer to the cut to help the cut heal quickly, prevent water absorption, and this flower branch will not dry out. Helps leaves stay green, shiny, and increase resistance. When used to wipe leaves or spray mist, the garlic rice solution will help clean the leaf surface, increase photosynthesis, and retain natural moisture. The leaves become shiny, healthy, less susceptible to pests, and ready to bloom. Effectively, garlic water contains allicin, a very strong natural antibiotic, combined with lightly fermented rice water that can inhibit bacteria and fungi that are harmful to roots and leaves. This is the first shield to help plants fight root rot, leaf spots, or diseases caused by moisture. Garlic awakens sleeping eyes and stimulates root regeneration, while rice water provides B vitamins, potassium, and phosphorus, essential nutrients for healthy root growth and rapid recovery after pruning or repotting. Watering the roots helps plants absorb nutrients comprehensively. Using it periodically will help plants absorb enough nutrients from roots to leaves, grow stronger, and bloom more regularly. Especially useful when the plant is weak after repotting or changing seasons. Spraying rice water and garlic. natural armor for orchid leaves. Did you know? Just spray mist with a mixture of rice water and garlic regularly every week. Your orchid will be equipped with a natural protective layer to help the leaves stay green, disease-free, shiny, and full of vitality. The solution helps remove dirt and mold on the leaves, which reduces the ability to absorb light. Thanks to that, the photosynthesis process takes place strongly. The plant grows much better. Next, I will guide you how to replant orchids after soaking in garlic water, ensuring that the orchid recovers quickly and roots profusely. Don't leave the screen. For the roots to grow strongly, we need a really clean and airy environment. Place a layer of foam at the bottom of the pot for good drainage. The pine bark needs to be soaked in hot water and washed beforehand to remove dirt, bacteria, toxic tree resin, and help the bark retain moisture better. Fix the plant with a tie or iron rod so that the roots do not shift. Then, insert the pine bark around the base of the orchid. Note that the roots are slightly higher than the surface of the substrate to avoid stagnant water causing root rot. Helping the plant quickly grow roots firmly attached to the substrate. After planting, you should not water immediately. Leave the plant in a cool, light place. Rest for 2 to 3 days so that the wound heals completely. The roots begin to adapt. The replanting process is over. Now, just wait for the plant to recover and prepare to welcome new roots growing. Use Floral Foam Green. A type of substrate that absorbs water well and retains moisture for a long time. Place in a transparent plastic box. Pour in cooled boiled water until the foam absorbs enough water, then pour out the excess water. Then sterilize the foam with medical alcohol. The foam will provide continuous moisture to help the buds grow without being waterlogged. Gently insert the flower stem into the foam. Make sure the flower stem is in gentle contact with the substrate. Do not press too deep. Cover the box with a clear plastic lid with ventilation holes. Place in a cool place with gentle light. The ideal temperature is 23 to 28 degrees Celsius. Stable humidity will help the dormant buds germinate quickly. Then wait and watch. After 3 days, spray mist on the plant and flower branches, helping to maintain humidity. After 7 days, you will see new leaves have grown small. Continue to spray mist to keep moist if the substrate is dry. Keikis begin to appear. "45 days later, the new leaves have grown much more. Roots have also grown in the pot. The seedlings have grown very well on the flower branches and grown many new roots. Continue to care for them. Spray water to keep moist once a week until the keiki has firmly rooted. "90 days later, the replanted orchid has grown strongly. The flowers have also bloomed again. That is the result of patience." Revealing a secret to you. Growing orchids in transparent plastic pots is an extremely smart choice for professional orchid growers. When growing in transparent plastic pots, you can directly observe the color, humidity, and speed of new root growth without having to remove the plant from the pot. Healthy roots, silvery white, green root tips, rotten roots, turning brown-black, soft and mushy, need to be treated early. Orchids are moisture-loving plants but are prone to root rot if waterlogged. With clear pots, you will know when to water and when to let them dry, avoiding the situation of excess water harming the plant. Did you know? Orchid roots also photosynthesize. Clear pots allow light to penetrate, stimulating strong root growth, helping the plant absorb energy more effectively. The Keiki has 2 to 3 strong roots and is about 3 to 5 centimeters long. We can separate them and plant them in separate pots. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any orchid care tips. Let me know in the comments where you're watching this video from. It's great that we can connect from all over the world. Use clean pine bark and moss spray water to keep the moss moist. After planting, we put the tree in a cool place and take care of it as usual. And so, you have completed the orchid propagation from flower branches. Although the method is time-consuming, it is extremely interesting and economical, turning each seemingly discarded flower branch into a new, vibrant orchid plant. If you find the video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Great Garden channel so you don't miss out on the next great tips. Next, so you have more options in propagating orchids at home, I will share another extremely simple method of propagating orchids. Please watch. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Great Garden channel. Today I'm going to share with you a simple and quick way to propagate Phalaenopsis orchids from flower spikes. This method makes it easy for you to propagate orchids right at home. The new plants grow strong, fast, and full of vitality. Besides American English, I've also added voiceovers in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, and Korean to help you better understand the video in your preferred language. Click the gear icon in the top right corner of the screen and select your language. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know which country you're watching from. It's truly amazing how we can connect from all around the world. Let's get started. This orchid has just finished blooming. The advice is that we should cut these withered flower branches as soon as possible. Nutrition will return to focus on nourishing the plant and not be afraid of the plant dying. This leaf starts to turn yellow. This is a sign that this orchid is starting to be exhausted because it has to nourish the flowers for a long time. The best time to propagate orchids is when the petals begin to fade. At the locations of these nodes, the seedlings, Keiki, or flower buds will grow, depending on how you care for them. Oh no, the nodes that have already bloomed can't be used for propagation, so I'll cut this part off. So I'm going to cut the flower spike to begin the propagation process. If we keep the flower branch, the leaf will turn yellow and wrinkle, then wither and die. Next, I'm trimming the base of the spike diagonally so the orchid stem doesn't get crushed. This slanted cut increases surface area, allowing it to absorb water better when propagating from cuttings. I'm gently peeling off the protective layer of the dormant bud to help it sprout faster. Be careful to avoid damaging the buds. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any orchid care tips I share. Then, I apply cinnamon powder to the cut to help it heal quickly and prevent rotting. Let me know in the comments where you're watching this video from. It's so amazing that we can connect from all corners of the world. I'll continue applying cinnamon to other areas of the spike as well. After that, I add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder into a jar and mix with 1 liter of boiling water. Cinnamon contains natural minerals like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and calcium. It also has strong antibacterial and antiseptic properties, making it ideal for caring for and propagating orchids from cuttings. Let the solution sit for 2 hours to allow the nutrients to dissolve and the water to cool before using. Next, take 1 aloe vera leaf. Aloe vera contains salicylic acid and enzymes that stimulate root growth, helping orchid cuttings form roots more quickly. Insert the orchid spike into the gel, part of the aloe leaf, and leave it there for 1 hour. Thanks to its antibacterial properties, aloe vera helps protect the cutting from infections caused by harmful bacteria and fungi. It also contains many essential vitamins and minerals such as calcium, magnesium, zinc, and vitamins A, C, and E, which are important for the healthy growth of young orchids. Let it soak for 1 hour so the nutrients can be absorbed, then remove the spike from the aloe gel. Next, slice the aloe leaf into pieces and place them in a jar. Add 500 milliliters warm water, Once the water has cooled, mix the aloe water and cinnamon water together to create a nutrient-rich solution. This combination of cinnamon and aloe is a super effective natural method for propagating orchids from spikes. Aloe vera contains auxins and salicylic acid to stimulate root growth, along with vitamins A, C, E, and minerals like calcium, magnesium, and zinc to keep the cutting healthy and strong. Cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, which stimulates cell division, helping roots grow faster and stronger. Cinnamon is especially effective in preventing mold and root rot, creating a clean environment for the cutting to thrive. Thanks to the bioactive compounds in cinnamon and aloe, your orchid will have better disease resistance and cope better with environmental stress. Soak the spike in this solution for 20 minutes. We will proceed to replant this orchid first. We need to remove the soft plastic pod and old growing medium. We need to completely remove the old moss because moss retains a lot of moisture, easily causing waterlogging if planted for a long time. Old moss accumulates feces, bacteria, and harmful fungi. Use sharp, clean scissors to cut off all rotten, dry, or black roots. Only keep the roots that are still ivory white, green, and firm. Before propagation, I use dry moss to maintain optimal moisture. Soak the moss in the cinnamon and aloe mix. We will treat the moss before planting the orchid with cinnamon powder water, both simple and extremely effective in disinfecting, preventing fungus, and protecting orchid roots. Soak moss in cinnamon powder water for 30 minutes. After soaking the roots, you can use the remaining cinnamon water to wipe the orchid leaves. Use a soft cotton pad or clean towel soaked in cinnamon water and gently wipe the top and bottom of each leaf. Wiping orchid leaves with this aloe cinnamon solution not only keeps the leaves shiny, but also improves the orchid's overall health. Dust on leaves can reduce the plant's ability to absorb light. Wiping them clean improves photosynthesis efficiency. Aloe gel provides natural moisture, preventing the leaves from drying out, especially helpful during dry seasons. The scent of cinnamon can even help repel pests, especially spider mites, mealybugs, and other harmful insects. Use this method 1 to 2 times per month to keep orchid leaves healthy, green, and shiny. Increase plant resistance. Orchids, after having their leaves wiped with cinnamon, are often stronger, greener, and less stressed by environmental changes. You can use the leftover mixture to care for other orchids. Water each orchid pot with the mixture. Aloe promotes rapid root growth, while cinnamon helps the roots grow longer and anchor firmly into the growing medium. You can also dip the entire orchid pot, including roots and substrate, into the cinnamon solution for about 15 to 30 minutes. Cinnamon powder has strong antifungal properties, helping to kill potential pathogens in the pot. It also repels harmful insects that are hiding underneath the roots. Spray mist. You pour this fertilizer solution into a spray bottle and spray mist to water the entire orchid. This fertilizer helps enhance plant resistance very well. From there, the plant's absorption and metabolism of nutrients will be more favorable. You should spray mist twice a month to keep the plant healthier. The spicy aroma of cinnamon makes red spiders, mealybugs, thrips, and many other insects disgusted and retreat. Spray lightly 1 to 2 times a week in the cool morning or evening. After a few weeks, you will see surprising results. The orchid leaves are lush green, new roots sprout evenly, and dormant buds begin to wake up to the light. Then we will replant the orchid in a new pot. This is foam. Lining a few pieces of foam at the bottom of the pot will help create better ventilation. I use a substrate of soaked pine bark to insert around. Then secure the orchid with a cable tie. This will help the orchid roots grow faster. Keep the plant in a cool place. The moss has been sterilized. We squeeze out all the water and cover the surface of the newly planted orchid pot to help retain moisture better. Next, we proceed to incubate the orchid cuttings. Line a layer of pine bark underneath. Add a layer of treated moss above. Insert the orchid cuttings into the pot, making sure the buds are in contact with the moist moss but not buried deep to avoid waterlogging. Spray water to keep it moist once a week. Place the pot in a place with soft light. The ideal temperature is 23 to 28 degrees Celsius, 73 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, let's see the results after 15 days of propagation. The orchid seedlings have sprouted plump and healthy. Continue to spray water every week and keep the plant in a place with soft light. I will continue to nurture them in the pot until they are big enough. Let's see the results after 45 days of propagation. The orchid seedlings have sprouted and developed healthy roots. The orchid has grown strong with sturdy leaves and strong roots. With this simple method, you can completely propagate orchids at home by taking advantage of the flower branches after the flowers have faded. If you find this content useful and meaningful, don't forget to like, share, so that more people know, and subscribe to the channel to support me. Now I'm planting young orchids in pots for the plants to grow outdoors. I use crushed pine bark because it retains the necessary moisture to prevent the plant from drying out, and also drains well, preventing root rot and damage to the plant. After planting, cover the surface of the pot with a thin layer of moss to keep the moisture stable, helping the plant adapt better to the new environment. After planting, water regularly every time the growing medium dries, but don't fertilize immediately until the new roots have firmly attached to the growing medium. This is a mother orchid that has been replanted before. It grows very well in a pot. I recommend you use a pot like this to plant orchids. We can easily observe the growth of the roots. It is very healthy and continuously grows new leaves and roots. If you are patient and dedicated to taking care of it, one day soon, you will have a brilliant garden full of orchids like me. Thank you for watching the video. Wish you good luck and joy in life. Flower.